Okay, we want to welcome a special guest today. If you've been around us, Jeff and myself, for a while, you've heard of the word Hope Box. And this is the founder of the Hope Box. And we wanted to introduce Sarah to our community and to people that may be thinking about our community, because we have two things: Hope Box, what they're doing, how they can help you. But more importantly, this is really about a project that we started about a couple, 3-4 months ago, whatever, with Sarah's sister, Emily. And it worked out really well. So we talked about some things, and I said, man, it would be cool to kind of keep that going. And so I invited Sarah on to really talk about it. But first, I want you to hear from Sarah. Sarah, just tell people who you are, who you serve, and who you're with.
Well, I really am. My name is Sarah Koeppen. I'm the founder of the Hope Box. I also wrote a book called To Hope. You can find that on Amazon. And really what we do is we're a crisis response team for moms in crisis with pregnancy. So we focus on ages 3 and under, infants in trafficking, infants left in hospitals for incarceration, domestic violence, different stuff. And then we also train all safe haven responders within the state of Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and we cross over into some other states. What is safe haven? That is the law where mom can hand her child over, no questions asked, to a safe haven provider. Sex trafficking, we honestly didn't know that was a thing. We could not even imagine it as moms, but we've been able to stop 4 infants from being sold. And then infants in hospitals, it's last statistic, which is very old and outdated. I'd love to get some new statistics on this, was 22,000 infants left in hospitals a year. They kind of fall through the cracks because, of course, we don't have enough with Department of Family Services. Kind of have better statistics on that, but we're working hard at that. But really, on top of that, on a side note, I also am very involved in the community on what is happening on a crisis level. And the goal is to move in, find out what the crisis is, and remove it so we can create stronger families, stronger communities, and hopefully a stronger outcome for children in crisis.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it crushes my heart every time I hear you tell me that. I mean, it's just, and it's wonderful for what you and your organization is doing. So I wanted to also, really the focus of here is an idea, since I know it was about a year ago, or maybe not a year ago, that I was invited to come over and see your golf charity event that Dave was putting on. And so I got a chance to meet just about every single person with the Hope Box. And let me tell you, they're awesome. And we call them dolphins. And they're just givers. They're people that care. They're people that serve. And that's the kind of organization you want to be around. But more importantly, that's the kind of people you want to help you grow your business. Sarah is well connected in the community. She's been in the community for quite a while. She knows dolphins. Now, that's a term that you can look it up, strategies of the dolphin. You'll find out what it is. But it's basically givers and people watching out for each other, because dolphins swim with dolphins. Now, here's what we want to have you understand as viewers out there. Entrepreneurship is not easy. It's actually really hard. And it's even harder if you try to do everything yourself, which is most people, including myself. So when we were talking a couple months ago, and I called Sarah and I said, Sarah, anybody in your organization could work like 5 hours a week that do just some basic things. And you called me right back and you said, I got somebody, and she's my sister. I went, oh man, and I know I have somebody good. So Sarah had Emily call, and we ended up starting a working relationship where she would put in 5 hours a week, sometimes less, but she had a set fee that we would pay her. And she took stuff off my plate that, quite frankly, I couldn't get to. So she was what we call a WHO, talented technically savvy. She helped me get up to speed on the Mac. She helped me do a lot of things. But here's the point. Sarah recognizes dolphins. And you as a business owner have to recognize if you plan on doing everything yourself, good luck. And there's a concept called 10X, and it's easier than 2X. So if you are interested in really growing your business and not trying to do everything yourself, we know 5 hours isn't much. It's just but it's a starting point. It's a mindset change that you can have when you all of a sudden have an expert cover 5 hours of work that you shouldn't be doing as an entrepreneur. You got to find people in your life that are who's. And when you meet the Hope Box and you meet the organization that Sarah has built, and as Sarah's around, she only hangs out with dolphins. That's why she's smiling. I mean, hey, anybody that hangs with dolphins has a smile on their face. So if you meet somebody and they're frowning, they're arguing, they're not a dolphin. And I'm telling you, that day I met so many nice people. It was unbelievable. I went back to my partner, Jeff, and I said, holy mackerel. That was so many dolphins in one place I've never seen in my entire life. And so the point is, I'm getting off. I have a little ADD, so I get off track. But here's the point. We're going to make a system available where Sarah knows the talent out there in not only Hope Box, but other people in the community. So if you're interested you have to make a donation. Okay. So we'll put the link in the show notes, and that's going to go to book Sarah's time for her to get an understanding of what you're looking for, and then she'll go out there and find it. So it's not a free service. So if you're looking for something for free, this ain't the place. Go find something else, because we love charity, but we also love your time is valuable. So is Sarah's, very valuable. To get her on a podcast is not easy. But here's the point. Go click on, I've already be talking to you, or you'll see this and somebody will recommend this podcast to you. Book a time with Sarah, pay her fee, and then she'll place a person that can be a who in your life. And that'll start your journey from really understanding you don't have to do everything. Because if you do, you won't be you'll never grow your company. That's for sure. So Sarah, just so we want to, of course, introduce you to the community, but let me see what I'm trying to think of a question. So share with our listeners your philosophy when you built Hope Box.
Yes.
What were you thinking? Like, when you recruited some wonderful people, how did you do that?
So I wanted to find, first of all, like-minded people that are passionate, about the same things I'm passionate about. That doesn't mean they have to be in the same industry. Doesn't mean they have to be doing the same business. It means they're passionate people, and we both are kind of walking along the side of each other.
Yes.
The other thing is to find people that are better than you at what you're weak in. So if there's an area that you're weak, has an entrepreneur, has a business person, as a leader, look for the expert in the community, and they have a story. Everybody has a story, and everybody loves to help somebody else with their story and listen. So if you can find somebody that's better than you, don't try to recreate the wheel. Try to expand it like a spider web and create a community of powerful people that are able to thrive all within their specific area.
I can't add anything to that. That's perfect. So let's just let you get back to doing what you do best, and we'll put it out there so if you're interested, go to the link below and click on it, schedule a time with Sarah, pay whatever. We'll work out that if you have an Apple phone, it'll be Apple Pay, and if it isn't, it'll be something else. But here's the key thing. This will start your journey on freeing up your time, which frees up money, which frees up your relationship, which then frees up a bigger vision of who you are to the community and to what you want to do with whatever you're doing. So, Sarah, thank you so much for offering this. It was a brilliant idea that you got me to Emily, your sister. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So any closing thoughts before I'm going to leave you to close us?
Yes. Pete, it's your birthday, isn't
What?
it?
You're kidding. Holy mackerel. It is.
It
Yes.
is your birthday.
So are you going to sing? Are you going to sing to me?
I told you I would sing to you. It's your 29th birthday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that number. I for some reason got stuck on that number a few years back, and it just doesn't go any higher. I don't know what the deal is. Thank you.
A birthday gift, so real quick.
Okay.
And by the way, my voice is awful right now, but I'm going to
okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pete. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, I love it, man. I love it. And we're not going to edit that out. We're putting that in the podcast. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Pete.